Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having a good day so far. Today, you know the drill. More side quests, because it's been that way for how many streams now? And it will continue to be that way for many more streams. So today, I'm starting off in Colony 4, because I did a bit of grinding between streams. I now have the materials that I need for the quest that I have left here. And then once I'm done with that, and the one that unlocks, I'll be heading over to Colony Lambda, because Isurd over there has an Ascension quest that I would like to do, plus a few other quests that lead into it. Right. Oh, hello, Denzel. I wonder if your surname is Washington.
Is this what you...
Oh, right. Let's finally get this one done. I really hope that I've grinded enough items. There we go. Wow, great job. I'm impressed. This is more than enough samples for me to carry out my analysis. Let me get straight to it. Oh my, of course. So that's what it was. What? Do we have a breakthrough? Yes, good news. Thanks to all the parts you brought me, I have arrived at a highly accurate hypothesis. Care to share? Yes, to put it simply. When concentrated energy obtained from ether is made to circulate the gaps in the airframe support structure, it disperses, creating a field which powers the lifters and balances and gives the Levnis the lift to support its weight and... Ah, yeah, cool. I see. We get it. That'll do now. If you understand the mechanism now, do you think you could get Kavesi Levnises to levitate as well? Theoretically, yes, given access to infinite time and resources, that is. Naturally. So, I think I will try and restore this Levnis as a way to test my hypothesis. If I can get it up and running again, it will prove my hypothesis correct. Right then, I can't carry on like this. I need to make an official request to Denzel to use some developmental resources. Things are going to get much busier around here. Ah, I'm so excited. Well, at least he's enjoying himself. Right, so where has he scurried off to now? There he is. He should have a second quest now. Well, not there he is. There the mech is. Oh, it's you lot. Good day, everyone. Sup? Looks like you fixed it up good and proper. Are you okay, though? Maybe I'm just imagining things, but you seem a lot less peppy than before. Yeah, I haven't slept a wink since I last saw you. Maybe that's why. Have you really been working nights just to fix this thing? Yep, I figured out how the levitational mechanism works, but now we've got a new big problem on our hands. And what would that be? Well, you see, the Levnis requires a colossal amount of energy to hover. So we'd need to get our hands on a gargantuan number of ether cylinders. There's no way we could afford it. Without surpassing this problem, my hypothesis is just an armchair theory. An unactualized fantasy, so to speak. I'm not fully following, but I assume you mean you've reached a dead end. Denzel is going to have my head at this rate. I used up resources like they grow on trees, so if I don't get a result, I'll have to offer up my life as penance. Now that's a bit dramatic. You don't know how scary he can get. It could happen. Is there nothing else we can do? Like get more parts for another study? Unfortunately, the power supply short-circuits the moment the Levnis is destroyed, so there'd be no point. Oh, wait, with that kind of airframe, then perhaps. Wait, oh, it's coming to me, yes. This fella's as hectic as ever. Having a light bulb moment or something? Yes, I am. There's just one thing we'll have to do, and I'll need your help again. Gotcha. If we can do it, we'll do it. I hoped you'd say that. Don't worry, it's not a difficult task. It's the same thing you did before. You want us to find more Levnis parts for you? Basically, yes, but this time it'll have to be a Levnis called the Mechapod Carthegia. It's a highly sophisticated Levnis with a perfect safety mechanism around its power system. I bet you could acquire the part without it getting damaged in the process. It'll be a tough opponent, but I believe you would be able to stand a chance. Mechapod Carthegia, huh? Where is it then? To the best of my knowledge, I think it's been sighted at Lavi Sandbar. Well, we'll do what we can, but don't blame me if the part does end up getting a bit banged up, okay? Oh, don't worry. If that happens, I'll let Denzel kill me to make up for it. That's a lot of responsibility to bear. No pressure, eh? Okay, I'm so glad that it's hunting a specific enemy rather than grinding for parts again, because... Oh, it took longer than it really should have done. Haven't slept since I saw you. It's been 4 seconds. Yep, that's how the side questing goes sometimes when you leave a quest for that long. Maybe he just hasn't slept for the duration of that quest, because I think I did accept it like 2 months ago. Right, over to Lavi Sandbar then. I feel like every quest is taking me over there at the moment. I was there a lot last week. I think I was there the week before that. I'm there this week. The game just seems to really love this island, and I have no idea why. Oh, God, it's bloody hot in here. Even with the fan on, it's not pleasant.
How about it? Shall we take it on?
Maybe if I turn the fan up a bit, it'll be a bit better. Do not want to fight that guy. Right, that is probably my guy over there. So before I get into a fight, I have updated everyone's classes, as I tend to do every now and then, because they all maxed out. They maxed out their classes, so it made sense to change them. Noah is on Flash Fencer, Mio is on Lone Exile, Uni is a War Medic, Tyon is a Troubadour, Lance is a Guardian Commander, and Senna is Seraph. As for why I chose those classes, well, they haven't ranked up in those classes, so I figured why not. I don't always have an elaborate reason for stuff. Is that the Mechapod Carthagia that Ymir mentioned? It appears to be accompanied by Agnian troops. Let's get the parts we need and move out before they call reinforcements. Got it. Let's nab those parts and leg it back to Ymir. Right, let's take it down. It is quite a cool looking mech though. It's a shame to trash it. Right. The medic has to go first. Them's the rules. There are 2 medics. The second medic has to go second. Them's the rules. There are 3 medics. The third medic has to die third. Them's the rules. Pretty sure you fought this thing in Ultra Sun. You know, it does kind of look like an Ultra Beast, doesn't it? It's like the big, oh, I can't remember what it's called. The big, like, metal one. It's like a rocket or something, I think. Right, nice. That was fairly easy. Back to Colony 4, then. Right, here you go, Ymir. I've got what you asked for. Here, the part from the Levnis you pointed us to. Is it what you needed? Oh my, this is stupendous. I can't see a single scratch on it. It's like it's brand new. Do you think this will solve your problem? Yes, all I have to do is put my theory into practice. Let me quickly combine the components and attach them to the Levnis. Whoa, it moved. Does that mean it worked? Yes, no doubt about it. This is the best result we could have wished for. Let me compose myself. To be honest, I was half doubting my theory before, but I can't doubt what I just saw. Everyone, listen. I've been relying too much on established concepts. There's been a terrible oversight on my part. What oversight? Before, I'd guessed that the technology was essentially located in the Agnian Levnises' levitational mechanism. But when I opened it up, what did I find, you may ask? That it's actually super efficient at energy conduction. Energy conduction? Ah, yes. I read about the underlying theory in a report about Levnises once. The process for converting the energy from an ether cylinder always results in a loss of energy. I think it said that. That's exactly right. However, Agnian Levnises in particular have barely any loss of energy during that process. Sorry, Ymir, can you simplify that a bit for us amateurs? Roughly speaking, it means that it can operate at full power without wasting as much energy as before. I see, but is that really such a big deal? Of course it is. For instance, our Pharonis has been out of order, until now. Without a flame clock, ether cylinders don't output sufficient energy, making it utterly impossible to operate our Pharonis. However, with this technology, we can create a power system to rival the flame clock by our own means. And with that system, we can get the Pharonis up and running once more. Whoa, are you serious? Deadly? Well, theoretically, of course. Depending on time, resources, and available manpower, too. In other words, it's going to take a while. I am so grateful to you all. Thanks to you, my results far exceeded my expectations. With this outcome alone, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be the next captain. A captain can allocate endless resources. My research will bring advances the likes of which I've never seen before. You're starting to worry me, matey. Oh well, whatever. Fill your boots. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it so much. I'll do my very best. If the Pharonis starts working again, the first thing I'll do is help you out. When that time comes, just remember what a bloody genius I was. Well, I'm glad to know that he's very humble too. Right, now that that's done, I do believe if I go outside the colony, something new has shown up. Also, looks like I've just hit 5-star affinity with Colony 4. I think that's the first colony I've done it with, which basically means I'm done with Colony 4. There's nothing else here, to my knowledge. Where is it? I might have to leave and come back for it to spawn. Hold on. I do need to go to a camp anyway, so if I fast travel to this camp, do what I need to do at the camp, and then walk on back over.
Let's rest and heal up.
Let's clean everyone off, because they're filthy. And like I said, I was doing a bit of grinding between streams, so while I had the game open, I went and did some challenge mode, and I grinded some enigmata. So I figured I could do one of each of these, and just see what I get. Boost agility by 27%. Okay, that's actually really good. I might invest in upgrading that one. Then for the attacker one, boost damage by 15% for every enemy in battle. It's not bad. A bit situational. And then for the healers,
Sandcastle.
extends duration when quelling enemy rage with burst by 95%. I don't really do that often anyway. Yeah, I think the defender one there was definitely the best one.
An equitable exchange.
Tyon, can you stop using big fancy words to make yourself sound clever? I don't know what equitable means. Right, so I did think that after doing that quest, a version of that Levnis with a Kavesi color scheme would be found outside Colony 4. No, there it is. Oh, okay, no. Never mind. I thought it had a Kavesi color scheme, but I guess not.
It's the Levnises
Yeah.
that Amir fixed up. Looks like it's working and everything.
Agnian Levnises in a Kavesi colony. Only recently it would have been unthinkable.
So that'll just be chilling there now for the rest of time, basically. Pretty cool that you can actually affect the colony like that with a little side quest. Okay, right. Before I head over to Colony Lambda, I would like to go to the city. Because I would like to visit Mr. Salmon, because I also managed to grind some Origin shards. I was quite busy this week. So I should be able to upgrade at least one of the weapons if I go the right way. Not even in wildest dreams of Fixie Fixie did Fixie Fixie ever expect to encounter Nopon-wielding ultimate hammer. Assembly of all inheritors of all hammers. Only word in Nopon vocabulary for this is miracle. Is it really such a big deal? Because I'm not feeling it. Yes, most awesome thing. Too awesome to brew in imagination of even Fixie Fixie. And I think friends have miracle power too. Power to make future with no war. Well, that's the plan, but unfortunately, there's like 60-something side quests in the way of doing that. No, I did not want to talk to you, Pain Pain. I wanted to talk to Mr. Salmon. Right, so I should be able to upgrade Tyons now. Then Blade of Tyon will be stronger. Yep, there we go. Salmon start work straight away. Right, I believe that's half of them done. Over to Colony Lambda then. Time to get on with the main event of today. That guy's in a rush to get somewhere. Okay, time to start looking for info then. You know the drill. What's going on around here? Oh, this. We've been prepping for battle with Colony 5 and Colony 30 or whoever. But you know you don't really need to fight them anymore, right? Maybe so, but we still have enemies, don't we? Got to prepare for the worst eventualities. Ultimately, I'm still doing pretty much the same as I always do. Beats sitting around on my ass. The auto-levs are key to Landa's defense. Make sure they're ready to deploy at a moment's notice. I know. Sparks, chill out a bit. Okay, that is not the info that I was looking for. I guess it'll be somewhere within the colony itself. While I'm here, I could do with some food. It looks like I don't have one currently active.
I've been craving some downtime.
Experience boost. I mean, that's probably the one I need least, but screw it, I'm here, why not?
That was great for morale.
You know, I'm curious. If I were to... I can't do bonus experience here, can I? No, I need to go to an actual camp.
Okay.
I am curious, though, how high I could get with bonus experience. Some info over there. Is there anyone over here? There's Roche. Nothing over here. Okay. Hey, by the by, do you know anything about what Varen's working on? I don't, but I hope it's something to stand in for the auto-levs, though. For sure, our defenses could definitely use some shoring up. Okay, that's the one that I wanted. What is this one over here, then? But what if the enemy pushed us back to here in a column formation? That'd just result in a deadlock. However, if we hid our soldiers in Landers Feronis, we'd be able to cause some chaos at least. Alright, let's go talk about these then. In fact, I'm going to head out to the camp out there so I can check my bonus experience. Because I would like to know.
and peckish. Do we have any snacks?
Right, let's go Colony Lambda's excellence first.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
I heard a lot about the strength of the leadership at Colony Lambda. Care to comment, Tyon? Of course. Commander Isurd has collected the cream of the crop under his command. One of Lambda's biggest achievements was the strategy of constantly shifting formation to befuddle and demoralize the opponents. That'd sure take some skills. Formations that maintain cohesion while changing form under precise orders. They were said to be virtually unmatched when it came to large-scale engagements. Sounds like a far cry from Colony 9, huh? To be fair, we mostly worked in small detachments. I don't remember ever seeing maneuvers on that scale. Wonder how it would have gone if Colony 9 went up against Lambda. I'm guessing it'd have been a bad day out. That's one way to say massacre. Allow me to run a simulation. Colony Lambda is putting up a strong defense. Colony 9 tires themselves out on the assault and is encircled by Colony Lambda forces. Once clusters are immobilized, Colony 9 troops are fired upon by autolevs. All Colony 9 troops are cut down on the spot. Another victory for Commander Isurd. Mate, I think I'm detecting a bit of bias there. Yeah, Tyon, what? Why would you tell your new friends your little fantasy about them being killed by your old friends? That's a bit weird, mate.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
Say, those autolev majiggers are pretty nifty, eh? Colony Lambda was once defeated by Colony 13 owing to their special tactics. Commander Isurd must have been deterred from fighting head-on and requested them from the castle. The autonomous Levnises, you mean? Yes, historically the colony has performed admirably. That must have contributed to the request being granted. The commander then used the Levnises and prevailed over Colony 13. And they remain garrisoned at Lambda. If they work without needing a dedicated pilot, that in itself is already a big help. And now for some reason they're all down in the tunnels. They do have the advantage of safely operating in places which would otherwise be very dangerous for humans. Well then, massive kudos to whoever came up with the idea. Indeed. I'm sure Commander Isurd figured out this particular usage scenario very quickly. Yeah, well, I gotta say I'd prefer not to have to fight him again. As far as I'm concerned, I'd be much happier if those mudders just stuck to mining rocks.
Let's have a little huddle up.
Seems like a bloke named Varen's working on some kind of prototype. Yeah, and everyone's hoping it'll help boost Lambda's defense. I wonder what it could be. Surely not a new type of autolev. Why don't we just nip along and have a gander? We've got to have some stake in this, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Lambda's defense concerns us too. Okay, before I get started on that, let's take a look-see. How high could I theoretically get? Level 83. Okay. So the final boss is level 75, so if I really wanted, I could just level up right now and go march on Origin, but obviously I'm not going to do that. But yeah, the end of the game is in sight, though. How high could I get? You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Have you come to have a nose around at this as well? What are you talking about? So you didn't come to look at the sensor I've developed? What does it do exactly? It reacts to enemy signatures. This little thing's indispensable for putting on a nice show of defensive power without having to rely on autolevs. It enables you to spot enemies without expending manpower. Very clever. I really want to get them installed all over the place. I don't suppose you'd be up for helping. Us? Are you sure we can touch them? It won't think we're enemies. No need to worry on that front. They can tell the difference. So it's a bit like Kitty's autolev, yeah? Yeah, go on then. We'll help you out. Great. So the first installation needs doing on the old cliffside way, shall we? He's obviously referencing the how high can you get text from the original Donkey Kong. Yes, that is obviously what I meant. Right, go up to the old cliffside way then. Start putting these sensors all over the place. Up here. There aren't actually many roads between Colony Lambda and Mac the Wildwood, which means that if we don't get people out here in the event of an attack, we're in trouble. Yes, you need to fortify this point. If anything were to come through here, you'd have a problem. Right, so let's install one of the sensors around here. No sign of any enemies right now. Let's move on to the next. Next port of call is the Orion Tunnels. Whereabouts in the tunnels? Okay, that makes sense. Right at the exit as people are coming out. Although surely you'd want to know that they're in the tunnels before they exit it, so you can, like, trap them in there. I feel like that would be a better strategy. There we go. That took a little while.
Keep track of our progress.
See, it always scares me when I fast travel in the Pentalis region and it takes a while like that. Because at launch, the game had a tendency to crash if you fast traveled from somewhere within Pentalis to somewhere within Pentalis. I think they've fixed it, but it always does concern me when it gets stuck on that screen. This looks like another place enemy soldiers would like. Installing it right inside the tunnels might not be the best idea. Agreed, it would be more beneficial here where Lambda could reach it at a moment's notice. Around here, yeah. And that's all in place. Is there anyone else you want to put one? Let me see. Hold up, isn't there a waterway around here? There is, but why? It's just that we came out from over there, so what's to stop your enemies from doing the same? Yeah, good point. Let's go and put one up over there too, then. Alright. Right, can I actually fast travel to there, or am I going to have to walk it? Okay, no, it's near the fast travel point. Lovely. Gotta love when the game is nice and convenient like that. Here? Yeah, here should be okay. If they come via the waterways, it's better to focus on the shoals rather than where the water's deep. In which case, this looks like a suitable place. There are auto-levs nearby too. Yes, this seems like a no-brainer. And, lo, our tactician has spoken. What? Surely this is blindingly obvious. Then it's decided. Here it shall go. And that's all of them. Now you just need to keep an eye on them regularly. Right, Colony Lambda's invested so much in its defense that... got a message coming in. Yeah, I hear you. And that's on the old Cliffside Way. What's happened? Just a little wrinkle. They want me up at the old Cliffside Way. Is the sensor okay? Not sure. That's what I'm hoping to find out. We'll go with you. We've come this far already. I'm glad to hear it. Well, I get the feeling that the sensor's probably been tripped and I'm going to have to fight something because that's usually how quests like this tend to go. Either that or it's broken and I need to go get materials. It'll be one of the two, most likely. It's almost like I've put hundreds of hours into these games and I tend to know how they work. Sarge, did you install this? Yeah. I'm sure you're aware, but Sergeant Tonya heads an assault troop. They're the best of the best. You cannot put these things up without the requisite approval from the top. I'm sorry about this, but you're going to have to take them all down. Oh, what? You engineers are always disrupting the system because you just go on ahead and do what you please without ever asking. You don't get special treatment, you hear? All requests must be made through the proper channels. Well, perhaps. What, you're just going to back down? You're going to let her talk to you like that? She's a stickler for the rules, and she doesn't get on with engineering because we work outside the rules. She won't listen to me no matter what I say. But someday Lambda might be glad to have these sensors. Oh, they're useful, I fully agree, and that's exactly why you need to get the proper approvals. Hey, now hold on a minute, Tonya. Captain, is there something I can do for you? Captain Roche supervises the troop. Sergeant Tonya reports into him. A request just came in from the engineers. You weren't around, so I approved it in your place. If that's your decision, then of course I shan't be the one to gainsay. I'm just trying to make your life easier. Your love of the job is admirable, but being too rigid is a problem on its own. Captain, you're too soft. If you can't keep the soldiers disciplined, then my word is final. Anyway, everyone's ticked the right boxes and got the right stamps, so we can all go home. Thanks for that, Captain. Captain, I'm not done yet. I ask that you stay behind. Oof, I think you're taking this a touch too seriously.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Is that really it? I don't have to do anything for this quest. It's just a dialogue one. I mean, I'll take it. But yeah, imagine playing a game knowing what you're doing. I like to know what I do when I stream. It makes me feel secure. Sorry about all that. Didn't mean to get you caught up in it as well. If the captain hadn't come along at just that moment, the whole project would have been torn down. That's what happens when you don't get your forms in on time. Even things that the colony needs have to go through the proper channels, eh? Colony Lambda's ability to enforce order through its regulations has always been one of its strong points. Yet somewhere along the way it became bogged down in needless protocols. I mean, I get why they'd have this approval system. It makes it easy to know who's responsible for what. That sort of leadership can even stand against silver colonies in wartime. But now that they've been released from any need to fight, those regulations become shackles, confusing everyone. Colony Lambda's standing at a crossroads right now. Should they change, or not? Guess I didn't know how Xenoblade quests work. Yeah, I guess so. It's okay to be wrong sometimes, though. Right. I do believe that's Isurd's Ascension quest up there. There are a couple of quests I want to take care of first, though. I just need to find the info for them. I'm hoping that the info is around. It really should be. I don't think I need to do Isurd's quest first. Unless I do. I mean, I can always do the quest first. It's no biggie. You think you had the same reaction you had, though. I mean, it is a bit surprising to do a quest and then for the quest to just kind of end like that. I'm worried for that Moraine. Juniper was exceptional at what he did, and now he's gone. True, but what can we do for her? We're not off-seers ourselves, are we? Okay, that's the info I was looking for. Lovely stuff. What have you got to say, Tonya? Those sensors Baron set up, are they working all right? Oh, so it seems. I'm not convinced they're exactly in the best of spots, though. How do you mean? Well, Mac the Wildwood opens out onto the upper levels of the Great Falls. In my opinion, that's the kind of place you should have been looking at.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Well, I'm sure you can put in for approval to move them, and that won't take too long.
Do we have any snacks? Let's have a little huddle up.
Lambda's been talking about that Offseer, Shijima. Yes, I heard it's true then. He's really... Yes. I wonder how he felt at the end. You can never really know, can you? But I bet he was proper living it up. Hey, whatever happened to that other Offseer? Yeah, I hope Moraine's doing okay. She must be feeling pretty low after this. Maybe we should go and look in on her. I don't know if there's anything we can do, but... Yeah, let's pay her a visit.
Okay.
Right, where's she hanging out then? Just up there. Okay. Hey, Moraine. There you are, Moraine. Oh, it's you. Is everything okay? We heard about Shijima, and we were just wondering how you were doing. Oh, you heard about that? Yeah, Shijima passed away. But you don't have to worry about me. It was hard, but I'm doing fine now. Wow, you're so strong, Moraine. I think I understood everything he wanted to pass on, and I'll do my best to keep his legacy alive. After we came back with you, we had a long chat, just the two of us. Talked out a lot of stuff. He looked really content. So thanks for everything you did. No, we hardly did anything. If he died peacefully, then that was all you're doing, Moraine. But it did make me worry about Colony Lambda a bit. Worry? How's that? We're a well-regulated colony, but it takes time and effort to put in requests and get permission for anything you want to do. He seems to be uneasy about how much that slows everything down. I understand, yes. Those rules have managed to keep the colony running well enough, but the colony's combination of talented individuals and strong leadership is what led it to the top of the rankings. Listen, I get that everything takes an age to get done, but listen. Got a second, Moraine? Well, if you're paying me a visit, this must be important. Just because we're in the same cohort doesn't mean we have to be best friends. Sure, so what's going on? Agnes forces are approaching Colony Lambda. We don't have concrete numbers, but the sensors haven't registered anything, so they're probably coming by air. We've sent a recon team headed by Captain Roche, so we're hoping to intercept them soon. That's not great. Not at all. Quite a bit worse, in fact, given that half the colony is still being rebuilt. We're mobilizing everyone. You too, Moraine. I'll be there. In that case, we'll come too. That would be appreciated. I have more squads to talk to, so go to the captain and he'll send you where you're needed. Well, that took a bit of a turn. We were just mourning some guy, and now we have to go fight. Oh, we've got to go to the commander's office. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't set off this other side quest. Just slip by there. Tonya tells me you're going to give us a hand as well. Sorry to drag you into our business. It's not like we could just let you handle it alone. Well, I'm happy to hear it. Looks like everyone's here. Let's crack on with the briefing. Squad captains of all particulars. We'll run through the broad strokes of the strategy here, so pay attention. They likely have themselves considerable numbers and firepower, and Lambda's not exactly at the height of its powers. How accurate is our data on the enemy? Koji verified their firepower, and it lines up with the recon team's intel. Well, if Koji says so, then I'm not going to argue. We've already posted defensive squads. They should be able to confirm the numbers. Can you afford to do that? They're pretty much knocking on your door, aren't they? Tolgrim's a tactician, and he's focusing on defense. That doesn't mean just sitting and taking everything that's thrown at them. The idea is to fragment the enemy with each clash and stall them. And in this kind of combat, how much intel you have on the enemy is of vital importance. Yeah, it goes without saying that you need to know the likely movements and size of the enemy's forces. Exactly. I'm thinking of deploying some auto-levs as well. Keep them up top. Good plan. Basic strategy dictates that you should put... That's a very long sentence, sorry. Good plan. Basic strategy dictates that you should put them in locations which would be difficult for soldiers alone to defend. Right, let's do it then. All squads, prepare for battle. Guess that means us too. Right, where are we going then? Just to the edge of the colony. Okay. Let's slip out again, avoid that quest. You did come after all. Yep, you're preparing for Agnes's attack. We certainly are. Not far from now, we're going to be marching out there, surrounded by furious enemies. We're being stationed near the waterfall entrance. Are you with us? Yeah, we'll stick with you. Then let's get to the waterfall entrance and stage a counterattack. Here they come. Hey, no fair. They're early. No point crying over that now. Let's go. Right, let's see what they've got. They're only level 52. Okay. That should be pretty easy to deal with. Yeah, look at that. They're folding like tissue paper. Poor guys. I mean, they came here trying to kill everyone, so I don't exactly feel sorry for them. They need to practice origami better. Yeah, they came up against the origami master with mediocre skills. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Okay, that Avis went down really quickly. What the hell? Okay, something tells me I might be slightly overpowered. Good thing you were here. Sorry to put you out, though. Mate, that's what we're here for. It's the least we could do. Yeah, I reckon you're right, anyway. We took care of the Vanguard, but the second wave is on its way. There's bound to be a lot of them. Agnes don't do things by halves. Normally, we could fend off an assault like this, no problem. But unfortunately for us, we've got a number of squads barely even hanging on right now. Then we've got to help them out, no question. No, you take 5 in the canteen. Support us in the next one, will you? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I'm getting comms from all the other squads too. I need to react to them at a moment's notice. So this demands your full attention. Okay, see you on the other side. Something worrying you, Tyon? Yes, but first let's get to the canteen. Okay, seems like a bit of a weird move, but I won't question it. I assume Rosh knows what he's doing. He is captain after all. You don't get into a position like captain without knowing at least partially what you're doing. Yeah, so what happened with the Autolevs in the end? I heard people discussing it on the road. There's only one left, apparently, and it's defending the upper level. Hey, it's Moraine. I hope she doesn't push herself too hard. Lambda's all about cooperative effort, and they're well run. Agnes may have the numbers, but I can't imagine they'll be that tough an opponent. Absolutely, Lambda's cohesion and firm leadership is a force to be reckoned with. But that's an odd fatigue about the colony right now. I don't know if they're just exhausted by the work that the Broken Flame Clock brought on, or if it's something else. Perhaps the combat and supply units aren't quite working in concord. Ah yeah, they have been trying to find a niche outside war, fixing autolevs, ether mining, all that. Right, and all of those little things build up into stress. There's a lot more to worry about, but it's all moot if we can't win this battle now. Yeah, let's see what we can do on the front then. Have I seen the trailer for the new Captain America? No, I have not. I did see that it came out, but I haven't actually watched it yet. What's the situation? Must say I'm happy to see your smiling faces. Enemies nearly upon us, coming from up top. Up top? Got to muster other units for a counterattack. Rosh, wait, hold your course straight ahead. What? It doesn't make sense for the Agnian army to hold the top at this point in the fight. If they were going to do that, they would have created a diversion right away and attacked here. Yet they've hardly dented our forces. They're not going to risk everything on a gamble now. Good eye, lad. So what's the conclusion? My guess is that they're trying to strategically tie down our forces on the upper level. It's a convincing argument. I'll shore up our weakest points. That's the captain for you. Lightning fast decisions, bam. Ha! I know I get a bad rap, but I do know how to lead a combat unit. We'll push through to the top. If there's an auto-lev posted up there too, it'll be a cakewalk. Okay, this is it, everyone. Let's go. Right, let's get out of here then. Or I could fall into the water. That also works. That is an option. No, not Colony Lambda. Pentalis full. There we go. Right, so that's there. Is that on the horn? Probably not. No, I don't think it would be, actually. Doesn't really make sense for an entire Agnian unit to be on a horn. There's not really enough room up there. Oh, that is a big boy. Holy shit, that is huge. Right, you know the drill. Medics go down first. And then the other medic. That was fast. And now this guy. God damn, he is huge.
One good turn deserves.
He's huge, but he didn't take long to go down. I think that was the last of them. How many was that even? Must have sent the whole of Agnes over here. Should probably find someone to report to at some point. Yeah, shall we go to the commander's office? I can't help wondering why they targeted Colony Lambda. What do you mean, Tyon? I just don't understand why you'd go to the trouble of actively attacking a colony as defensively strong as Colony Lambda. Maybe they wanted the ether? Not impossible, but then why attack by air? You're overthinking it, mate. They just decided to use Levnises, that's all. I certainly hope that's all. Right. Do I have to fast travel down, or is there a safe point to drop? Because if we can land in the water... Nice, shortcut. And I'll probably go get that supply drop once I finish this quest. I'd like to thank you all for your efforts in defending the colony. We've confirmed the retreat and defeat of all enemy forces. You can all take it easy for the rest of the day. Tolgrim, would you mind staying behind with the commander and me? Yes, sir. We need to look into their intended targets and how they got here. No needs, Captain. Koji? I brought them. You did what? You knew that already, though, didn't you? They came by air because they knew about our sensor system. I told them where Lambda's defenses were weakest. And I passed the information to them via the Nopon caravan. What are you talking about? Do you have any idea what you're saying? Koji, you'll be put in solitary for this. I get that everyone's worn out, but this isn't the time or place for jokes. Go and sleep it off. From where I'm standing, quick reaction on our part would have avoided the auto-ledge from being wasted. But Lambda isn't capable of that right now. If the Ouroboros hadn't been here, we would have crumpled. You can excel in tactics, you can fight impressive battles, but you still end up on the losing end. If you can't react flexibly, then we're threatened. Then that's fatal to us as a colony. You're probably right. Colony Lambda needs to change. If we can't, we die. I'm not going to roll over and die cowering from the future like Shijima when he ran off. And I know you won't either, Captain. Take him away. But we can't leave things this way. Colony Lambda can't survive like this, and you know it. I'm sorry you had to see that. No, we just... Koji's words are reasonable. We're all keenly aware of our situation. In that case, maybe change isn't impossible. Think of discipline as a protective armor. It isn't easy to cast it off for freedom. Everything becomes a source of fear. Commander? Thank you for working with us on this. You deserve a well-earned rest. I'd like a nice well-earned rest. In fact, I'd like a rest that I didn't earn. I just want to rest.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I'm tired. Life is tiring. Right, where did that supply drop land? It sounded like it was probably somewhere over this way. It's not on the map, though. If I go from here, that puts me kind of in the ballpark of where it should be.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay, it's not actually dropped in yet. There we go.
That's a supply drop. Shall we go get
So
it?
I should be able to see where it is now. Yeah, it's down there. It's where I thought it'd be. I mean, I'm probably not going to use what's in the supply drop because, let's be honest, I'm like 30 levels above where you should be when you first come through this area, but at the same time, it's going to bug me if I don't go get it. Just got to safely make my way down. Or I could fall to my death. That also works.
Sorry, everyone.
Why has it put me back here? Could it not have put me somewhere closer? God damn it. Thank you, Blunter. I'm glad you appreciated the landing. At least someone did. Opening loot box makes gamer brain make happy chemicals. Exactly. It's just basic... is it chemistry? But no, it'd be a mix of chemistry and biology, wouldn't it? Basic chemistry and biology, innit?
All right. How about here?
Sorry, I really just am running out of things to say in these side quest streams. At least with X, they were quite nicely spread out. So I had fresh things to talk about, and I only had to stretch it out for a few streams, but... Oh, this has been a long block of side quests, and we're not even halfway done yet.
Great stuff, Noah. Cool, keep them in check.
I'll keep up the attack.
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Demon Slayer.
Imperial sword.
Eyes
Got
over
them pinned
here.
down. You're a lifesaver. We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
Still one guy left. Let's take him down. Imagine running out of things to say. Yeah, I know, right? You guys wouldn't do that.
Imperial sword.
Advance.
No flash. Swing move. Show us what you've got, Senna. That's the weak point.
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
Way too soon.
Okay, what do we got?
Want something a bit meatier. Okay, let's get it open. Sure thing, Mimi.
Anything good? A mint pot puree, a break brooch, some ether. Actually, a break brooch. That is pretty good. I can't really complain about that. Yeah, that's actually quite good. Yeah, that's not that great. That's not that great either. That's quite situational. I
The sky's getting
don't think I've seen that many shackle enemies in this game, to be honest. Not compared to 2, anyway. 2 had quite a lot of shackle enemies. Right, back to Lambda then. One more quest that I want to do before the Ascension quest. Just gotta find the info. Koji's a real idiot. His recklessness was what got us all into this mess. It's a good thing he's in solitary now. He can put that fevered imagination of his on ice for a little while.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Is Lambda really going to be okay the way things are? If Tyon and the others hadn't been around in that battle, it's highly likely we'd have taken a good kicking. Since when did we become so weak? And why? Wait, no, don't run away when I'm trying to talk to you. Hey, you lot kept in touch with Shijima, didn't you? Yeah, not so much, but I heard that Moraine sent him off. Shijima could be cowardly, weak, but he put the colony above everything else. He was the same term as me and my best friend. It was a beautiful ceremony. I'll do everything I can to make sure his memory stays alive in Colony Lambda. Aw, that's kind of sweet. I do enjoy how the NPCs in Xenoblade games aren't just NPCs there to serve a purpose in the game. They have connections to each other, they have little stories. It's nice. And even outside of side quests, those stories progress. And they react to things going on in the world. I can scarcely tell you to keep your spirits up, but you must keep looking forward if you can. Thank you. Yeah, I keep thinking about what Shijima left behind. I need to press on, don't I? So I don't lose any of those precious memories. Moraine, you've got some grit. Haha. Maybe he has rubbed off on me. There should be some more info, but I'm not seeing it. There's the quest over there, but I don't quite want to start that just yet. Yeah, the characters have character. Like, even the smallest little NPC off in the side of the world has something to them. A time thing. You could be right, Blunter. You could be very right. Let's set it tonight and see. I mean, it could be that I just have Isurd in my party. Maybe he needs to be out of the party for it to spawn. So, Varen got a little help from us, but is he like a decent engineer? Oh yeah, Varen's the real deal. In fact, he's probably lined up to be the next head of engineering. He really takes concern for the colony to heart, and he's a hard worker to boot. Yes, I'm certain Varen will make a good leader.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
You see, I have noticed that this playthrough, there have been a lot of time-specific infos, but I don't remember them from my first playthrough. I don't remember changing the time all that much, to be honest. Colony 5 reached gold rank, right? Yeah, and it didn't mean a snuffing thing. We've just been dancing around in the palm of those mudders' hands. We'd been aiming for gold all this time. And now you're telling me it was all an illusion? I still can't believe it. Yeah, the info hunting has been a real pain in the ass this entire series. And the info online about them is all really severely lacking. Hasn't made things easy. Okay, I'm going to try it without Isurd in the party, see if that affects it. Because maybe the info comes from someone reporting to him or something, and he needs to be in the colony for that. Nope. The rebuilding's underway, but I'd say there's a lot that we can still do to develop Colony Lambda. Do you have any bright ideas for its future, Commander? Well, it would be ideal to have an environment in which each individual can pursue their own targets. I'd like you to see it through to the end if you could. That goes without saying, Commander. Yeah, there's no info so far, is there? But yeah, I do like the info system for the most part. I like that the characters have all these discussions about the different side quests and what's going on. But it does feel like it's created problems where problems didn't need to be. Because in the old games, pretty much every side quest would just be on the map when it's available. And you can just go, oh, there's a side quest over there, I'll go do that. But now most of them are tied to info, and info isn't marked on the map, and it can be really hard to find them sometimes. If they keep this system going forward, they need to put them on the map. I know it could clutter the map, but I don't care. Just have the option to turn them off if you don't want to see them. Huh, I thought you were all down in the dumps since the sergeant got mad at you. Well, you're not wrong. It's definitely a nifty bit of kit, but I shouldn't have disregarded protocol. What we need to be thinking about right now is what's best for Lambda. So yeah, I can't be moping around. I got stuff to do. And also, what the series also needs to ditch is time-specific things. I get that they do want to make it a bit more immersive with like the NPCs and stuff, but it's just annoying. Especially when it's not 100% clear what time certain things spawn in at. Okay, I'm just going to double check this, because there is clearly no info here.
Every day's a training day.
Where's the page that I had on the wiki that had a good list of them all?
I should write this all down.
The page seems to be gone. That's just actual discussions, not in-game discussions. Okay, Xeno series wiki maybe. Ah, here we go. Let's see. It's an S. That one. Okay, so I have a manuscript of it here. I could read it out without needing to find it, but it doesn't tell me how to find it. That's... And it's a 2-fragment one as well, apparently. Oh.
Let me just fix this.
All of the information that they could have chosen, and they chose the least useful information. That's... There was a page on the old wiki that I was using before. It was like the only good list that I could find. Because it actually told you where some of them were, but it's gone. I can't find it.
Right, what have we got around here?
No, it's not showing up on Google search at all. Ah, here we go. Let's have a look then. Okay, it should be spawning in now. I don't need to do the Ascension quest. And it doesn't tell me anything about it. Great. Ugh.
Training day.
Yeah, the list is only sometimes useful. And apparently today is not one of those times. All it tells me is that it's here in Colony Lambda, and well, no shit. Info for a Colony Lambda quest is in Colony Lambda. Who would have thought that? Right, if it doesn't spawn in this time, I'm just doing the Ascension quest. And then I'll see if it spawns in after. Might as well get on with something. Yeah, this playthrough has made me really come to despise the info system. On my first playthrough, when I didn't know what specific info I was looking for and I just picked up the ones I saw, I thought it was great. But now that I'm trying to do specific quests at certain times and I need certain info and it's not spawning in, it's really fucking annoying.
Let's walk the path ahead, together.
Okay. At least the Ascension quests tend to be marked on the map.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, Isurd?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing. But earlier, I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Isurd here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Isurd could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
I could do with a spa day. That sounds really nice, actually. Right, I don't believe I do have the info, Sam, but you know what? Since you've suggested it, I might as well double check. But it only spawned in after the quest that I just did, so it's unlikely to be one that I already have. Yeah, I don't have it. It is as I thought. Oh, hold on a moment. The quest needs info. The quest needs info, for fuck's sake. Oh. Hey, you're not... Oh, they're on the map, thank God. See, game, you can clearly put them on the map. Why did you not do that with all of them? Oh, Ben, you know what would be a great idea when you stream Xenoblade 3? Do every side quest. You did it for X. It was lots of fun for X. It'd be lots of fun here. Yeah, Ben, that's a great idea. I will do that. I'm sure I won't come to regret it at all. I'd like to ask you something. Oh dear, yes? Do you know of something called a natural spa? Never thought I'd hear anyone ask about those ever again. Oh, do you know something? Why, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the Armuse came home. It's a place where you could heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen bonds with your fellow man. Whoa, they did all that? But I've never been to one, you see. In fact, they say they all dried up decades ago. Don't they exist anymore? They're not something you'd find just anywhere, and not many here in the city know about them. But there's someone who might. There is. I think if there's anyone who can tell you, it's him. He's called... give me a minute. We're counting on you, love. If you don't find it, Isurd here is going to shrivel and die from stress. Come now, it's really not that severe. Well, if it's the man people call the Trivia King, he's got to know what you need. Brilliant, thank you.
So it's somewhere fairly out of the way.
At least people have heard of this natural spa phenomenon.
I mean, I don't regret deciding to do all the side quests. I have had fun most of the time. There's just this one little thing that stresses me out. And like I said, it's something they can easily fix in the next game. Could we have a moment of your time? What's wrong? They're an emergency? We want something called a natural spa. We were hoping you might know where we can get one. Haha, so you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry, it's just I hadn't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. That's a quaint pastime and no mistake. But, you know, a spa isn't something you can just have. It's a pastime? You mean like a hobby? Long ago, people used to go to great lengths looking for natural spas. Soldiers tired from war would heal their wounds with their help, then come out ready to fight again. I guess you'd say a spa is something you immerse in. It warms your core and soon enough you're better, so our records say. The more we hear about this, the stranger it sounds. You soak your body, and it heals? Right, though I'm sorry to say, over however many decades, they've all but disappeared. They can disappear? Yep, you can go looking for one, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope if I were you. This has been a great help. Thank you kindly. Okay, just one more info fragment to go. Isn't it nice?
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
Isn't it nice where you can actually see where you can find the information you need? Ah, it's Boomer. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question. What's that? We're looking for something called a natural spa. Natural spa, eh? Never seen such bounties of nature with my own eyes, I'm sorry to say. Bounties of nature? What? Don't you know even that? I guess you younglings only know what you know. But if you ask around among folk my age, you should find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I know once used to go searching for spas, but they're in elusive spots never to be found. Spots like... well, you'd hear about them being in a forest or under a cliff or deep in some cave, but nobody could ever find them. I see. Hang on, maybe that old man's been to one. No, maybe he's dead. Don't see him around these days. Might be dead. Okay then, thanks. Sorry to bother you. Sorry I couldn't be more help. No, you've helped a lot. Let's go. It must be weird being at that age and being like, I know this person, but I don't know if they're alive or not.
Let's rest and heal up. Hey, so can we talk?
So, what do we know about natural spas? To summarize, hardly much of anything, except they can heal and restore you. We didn't get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's even been to one. Look at this poor clod. Isur's so haggard I think we're gonna lose him. Just how do I look to you? One thing's for sure, we're not gonna find one with what we've got so far. We have no clue where one actually could be, like in a forest, under a cliff. Yeah, realistically, we can't just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kind of cool, right? Just soaking your body and somehow healing. Yeah, but soaking in what? It sounds a lot like a bath. It can't just be a bath, right? From the way they talked, I thought the same, but I've never been in a bath that healed my wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap? Sir, I hate to think we've wasted your time, but if we can't come up with any more results... I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly I've been enjoying myself. We might not find anything, after all our searching, but there's just something in all this talk. Just hearing that gave my heart a much-needed jolt, though that might not be the best way to put it. No, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what happens. Let's keep searching for a little bit longer. Then let's go and ask the bloke that people said would know about this whole spa business. What, that Trivia King guy, or the supposedly dead guy? The report of his death could still turn out to have been a mite exaggerated. We don't know whether Trivia King and this dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I know I've said it before, but I've certainly saddled you with a tough task. Enough of that. We're giving your spirits a lift and all that. Once we find this natural spa, we'll chuck you right in it. Haha, then you had better really find it. Don't tell me it's going to be more info searching.
Let's keep things on a tight loop.
No, apparently not. Okay. That makes me happy. Oh, with how annoying info searching was in X, you'd think they would learn not to make it as annoying again, but they did. And I don't know which one is worse. I feel like it's probably worse in X. But at least in X, it was only required a handful of times. Whereas here, like, every bloody quest makes you go through it. Okay, he should be up this way. And then round here. I think. Maybe not. I'm not very good at playing this game one-handed. It's not something I do very often. Wait, did I walk past him? Wait, he's down there. How the fuck do I get there? Yeah, one-handed, you know, I'm trying to drink. So that takes a hand, but I want to keep things moving. Oh! Oops. How the hell do I get there? You think you Batman'd this? Ah, I see. What do you mean you Batman'd this? What, you like jumped down to it? Right, how do I get up there again? Ah, yeah, you did. Well, it looks like there should be a way up there, but I'm not quite sure where the start of the path is. This might be it here, actually. I mean, it's got to be somewhere that an old man can get to. So that does narrow things down at least somewhat. There's a bridge across there. I've been here before. I know I've been here before. Because I'm pretty sure the quest with the little kids that ask you to help with their riddles takes you this way. I just can't remember how to... What the hell? Well, where's the other way up then? Oh shit, there's a ladder over here. I didn't think I could get back here. Here we go. I'm not with it today. I don't know if that's obvious, but I'm definitely noticing it myself.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We're searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything? I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away.
What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Eh?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone? You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy.
Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Oh, to be more precise, there might be...
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, is it?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
I forgot about that guy. He was great. I think that was Mobius Y's voice actor. It sounded very, very similar, at least. So, this area, I do believe, is in Arithia Sea. And it's a part of Arithia Sea that I've not been to yet. So, it's probably gonna have to... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to start from here. The real spa is the friends we found along the way. Could you imagine if that was the message of this quest? Spoiler alert, it's not. Okay, right. Where is the boat got to? Hey, Kisame, you got something to say? I'm keeping lookout over Origin from here. If I spot any movement, I'm to report it to the city. I'm afraid I won't be able to join the battle directly, so I'll have to ask you to give them one from me. Yeah, no worries. We got you. Imagine going to Origin. This post brought to you by the SideQuest gang. Come on. There we go. Right, I think this is the entrance. Alright, fair enough, Blunter. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you later. Have a good time with whatever it is that you're doing.
Looks like a supply drop.
A supply drop conveniently near where I'm going.
Sweet.
That's pretty handy. So this place might just be the most gorgeous place in the game. Look how colourful it is. There's all these weird different plants and stuff.
Quite a point of interest from the look of things.
It's very pretty. There's quite a lot of stuff here as well. How do I get on there? There we go.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure this green water is a kind of poison. So if you don't have Sagiri's special ability, exploring this place is going to be a real pain.
Don't mind if I do.
Not for me, though, because I have it. Alright, there's the supply drop, and I think that's about all there is for over here. There is a container that I just saw.
Okay, let's get it open.
I'll take care of it, Mio.
This is something decent, right?
Okay. It is nice being able to run through an area and have nothing aggro you. It does make things easier.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Especially when you've got about 60 side quests still to go. Certainly speeds things up. Okay, there's probably more goodies down this way. I might just be completely imagining it, but it feels like this green goop is slowing me down as well. Like, I feel like I'm walking slower than I would be otherwise. There is a goodie here. There's an origin shard there. If I can just get on here. There we go. Okay, yeah. Now that I'm out of it, it definitely is slowing me down.
Isn't this valuable?
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense. If you are in a knee-high liquid, you are going to walk a little bit slower than if you're not. Right, that's certainly an ominous-looking cave, isn't it? But that's the way you gotta go.
Okay. Great. Wonder what it's like inside.
Let's harvest some ether.
This was a
So, continuing the trend from outside, this place is gorgeous. Welcome to the Malevolent Hollow. So this place is quite interesting. There are two paths through the area. There's the path for Isur's quest, and there's that path down there.
They're being suppressed.
And as Tyon has just said, Ouroboros powers do not work in this place. Which gives us a pretty big hint as to what area this used to be. The Ouroboros powers come from Nia, and from something else. And Nia is a blade. What area in Xenoblade 2 suppressed blade powers? The Spirit Crucible. This place is certainly a lot prettier than the Spirit Crucible, but I think it's the same place. It would definitely explain why the Ouroboros powers are suppressed here, because there's no actual explanation given in-game. So, I probably should just go up this way and finish Isur's quest, but I live life on the edge. We're going in. There's a few goodies to find down here, and I'd like to get them now.
We can't leave it like this.
Just got to be very careful when exploring this place, though. Because if an enemy sees you, chances are you're going to die.
What kind of place is this? It doesn't look like we can interlink in here. Let's proceed carefully.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about not being able to interlink, guys, because I don't think it would help you even if you could. They are 30 levels above me. Oh, there's a husk over there, but I'm not convinced that I can get to it. Oh, maybe I can.
This is something decent, may you sleep peacefully.
I love the colours in here, though. The reds and the blues mix together really nicely. And it's nice to explore a cave that isn't just grey. I feel like games have a bad habit of doing that. They make cave areas and they go, oh, well, it's all made of rock and stone, so it's got to be grey and brown, but in real life, you get a lot of pretty coloured rocks and gemstones and stuff like that. And it's nice when a game actually leans into that. Because you get areas like this. Also, there are a lot of really powerful Gulkin in here that want to kill me, and I don't appreciate that quite as much. Okay, got to a landmark. That is definitely going to help. But this room in particular is really pretty. Like, look at this. Look at how luminescent those plants are. And this is an optional area as well. Monolith did not have to go this hard, but they did. Oh, God. Don't want to go near him. Oh, he's coming back around this way. Ah, shit. Shit, get in the corner. Get in the corner. Hide. There's no way that fucking worked. I did not expect that to work. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. What the hell? They weren't there a second ago. What a load of bullshit. I want that container. Oh, fuck. Now this guy's on me. He somehow did not aggro me. Okay. If you say so, game. If you say so. I won't question it. The big crocodile was an... Ah! They despawned and got me again. Right, I'm just going to have to be really quick. Get in there before they respawn. Ah, got it. Nice. Yeah, the crocodile was definitely an effective distraction. It did the job. Maybe they're using the container as bait. I mean, almost certainly, yeah. It was a trap, and I blundered straight in. Okay, I think I'm nearly at the end of this place. This cave isn't that long. It only takes a while to get through because of all the high-level enemies. Oh. Let's just hide here, let them go past. Or they could stop. Let's try and slip by. Okay, nice. Oh, goddamn. Oh, that's going to be rough to get through. I feel like they might have reduced the aggro range of enemies in here so that you can more effectively stealth past. So I feel like they do want to encourage you to stealth through here rather than just over-leveling. Although, I don't think I'm getting past these guys, no. Just got to run for it. At least, though, I have a landmark, so if I die, I can immediately fast travel back. There we go. Or I can just respawn straight here. I don't even need to fast travel.
Fallen soldiers. It would only be right to give them the proper repose.
Fighting for territory, I suppose.
Right, I see some high ether for Eno over there. That's not happening. I don't think I'm getting that this playthrough at all.
May you sleep peacefully.
I very much doubt I'm going to get to level 99. Okay, right. There's quite a lot to do from here. So, you see those unique monsters up there? They, if I can target them, they are called the King Kings. There's a Turkin King and an Igna King, which is where that name comes from. A lot of people initially assumed that they were super bosses because their levels are above level 100, and that's usually how you identify super bosses. But in this game in particular, super bosses have a few unique mechanics that other unique monsters don't have, and these two don't have those mechanics. So technically they're not super bosses, despite fitting most of the criteria for it. Just thought that was interesting. Right, so should be able to get this container here, or they could climb up and block the path to it. Yeah, they're not going to move, are they? I ain't getting that. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that one.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
Okay, what about this path over here, then? There's a container in that corner there. And then I think that takes me to the one I saw earlier near the entrance.
Is this, like, a rare thing?
We do not grant you the rank of Super Boss. You are on this council. Take a seat, young Turkin.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Okay, that one was a lot easier to get. What's also kind of cool about this cave is that there are regular enemies that are above level 99. I don't know that that's happened before in this series. I know there were a few quest enemies in Xenoblade 2's DLC that go above level 100, but because they're quest enemies, they don't really count as normal enemies. They're more like bosses. Yeah, that was a nice little trip, and a lot more painless than my first trip here.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
I think on my first playthrough, it took me about 2 hours to get through that cave and get all the goodies out of it. There is another path up there, though.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
And I'm not sure I remember what's up here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that's the way I came. Up there is the other path. And I'm still not sure if I remember what's up there. It's probably a secret area or something.
This is something decent, right?
There's a lot of enemies and a container that I'm probably not going to get. Yeah. Yeah, they're all looking right at it. That's not happening. There's no way that's happening. Oh, shit, I'm back here. Okay, I can fix that. The power of fast travel. Where would I be without fast travel? Probably not as far into the game. I know some people do like to do runs without fast travel, but I do not have the patience for that. Especially when there's a bunch of side quests that ask you to go, like, entirely across the world. No, I ain't doing that. Alright, this path is a lot more safe, but a lot less exciting. It still looks nice because this whole cave looks nice, but it doesn't have as many pretty rooms as the other path.
Let's just sneak a peek. This has got to be worth a bunch. Let's put it away for safekeeping.
I do like the purple stalactites, though. They're quite pretty. I just like purple. It's a nice color.
Natural spa is up ahead.
Although, I think you guys should be able to tell I like purple, considering all of my stream stuff is purple.
So much to see, huh?
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready.
I completely forgot there was a boss fight. I thought it was the cutscene and then that was the end. So I was like, oh, I've got a long cutscene while the quest ends. Can quickly pour myself a drink. No. Gotta have a boss fight. But there are a lot of these guys. They're definitely a lot bulkier than the other enemies I've fought this stream. They're not going down in like 2 hits. I mean, that guy is. Okay, only 2 of them left. And just the Archbard, which is an awesome title. Okay, he is actually surprisingly bulky. Maybe I do need to chain attack on him. Or maybe I don't.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, Isurd?
as promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
Wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then. Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in.
Huh?
My word, I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean, right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander...
You can be hopeless. Uni, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now, wait here a minute, Uni. I never said I was going in! Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right. All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Isurd.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
I do enjoy that quest. There's nothing particularly deep in it. But it's silly, it's fun. It has a great cutscene at the end, some great uni moments. And it takes you to a really pretty area. And sometimes that's all a quest needs to do. Just take you somewhere cool. And that makes it memorable. You've swapped in your PSO2 drive from your old laptop to your new one. It's re-downloading the whole thing. Oh no. Isn't that like a several hundred gigabyte download? How fun with that? That's going to take you a little while.
Let's just sneak a peek. This has got to be worth a bunch. Let's put it away for safekeeping.
100 gigabyte, yeah. Oof. Have fun. 16 hours. Excuse my French, and I don't know why I'm saying excuse me for swearing, because I swear all the time, but fuck. 16 hours, Jesus. Right, what won't take 16 hours is going back to Colony Lambda and seeing if I can do that quest now. I have a feeling that I needed to do Isurd's quest first and that my notes are wrong. Because that would explain why it wasn't spawning in. And, you know, I'm only human. I can make mistakes. Especially when I was doing notes for basically 60 side quests at once. Actually, no, it was more than that. It was like 80 because it was the last couple of streams were part of these notes as well. Guess you'll be sticking to the Steam Deck for tonight? Yeah, I think you will be. Hey, I hope you don't mind my asking, but what is a spa exactly? Huh? Where's this come from? The commander keeps asking everyone to join him on a trip to this spa place. Ah, he's got spa on the brain, has he? This is not answering my question. The video you watched made it look easy. The thing is, videos telling you how to do stuff tend to make it look easy because the guy knows what he's doing. Or what she's doing, I suppose. I support what Koji did. Yeah, I've been hearing all kinds of talk about that. It seems like times are changing here in our colony as well. If you have the colony's interests at heart, then surely you have to understand that Koji's got the right idea here. Okay, looks like I did just need to do Isurd's quest then. Because these definitely weren't here before. All I do is fight, so it's probably good for me to be subject to a few rules and regulations. Oh sure, but me and the guys at Logistics are getting fed up with how bloated the peacetime bureaucracy is. We're working with other colonies and we got more on our plate, but we still got all this red tape. Throughput? Is that a word? Throughput's important. Apparently it is a word. Okay, let's discuss this then.
Let's rest and heal up. Let's have a little huddle up.
Man, Lambda's the most hardworking bunch I've ever seen. Exceptionally talented too. It's no wonder they held on to their rank for so long. Which means that ending up in a situation like the one we just had is entirely on my head. You say that, but you can't please them all. Some people think it's all hunky-dory, some don't. There's no right answer. That's a very earnest observation, Uni. I'm a very earnest observer, don't you know? Colony Lambda was weak before we established the chain of command. Right, the system was revised, the current structure took shape, and Lambda became a strong colony. Strict discipline allowed us to broaden our strategies and strengthen our units. But now those rules are strangling the colony. That doesn't change the fact that these formalities are what made Lambda strong in the first place. And that's why they can't just tear down the system that got them here, even when they know it's inefficient. It's why Koji took the actions he did to challenge that system. I'm sure Koji was thinking of Colony Lambda in his own way. Yeah, he had to be. I'm sure he only wanted what was best for the colony. Indeed. As it happens, we've set up a place in the commander's office to discuss our next options with the captains. Would you care to join us? We'd like as many ideas as we can on the table. Okay, let's have a shufti. A shufti? What is a shufti? Anyway, while I'm here, I feel like I need to save.
We have to keep track of our progress. Break time's over.
What's the shufti? Obviously, it's some kind of British slang because it's Xenoblade. I've never heard that one before. Commander, you made it. Oh, and you guys. They're with me. Don't pay them any attention. Let's just get this sorted. Okay, then let's start with the manufacturing unit. Not changed a bit, have they? I feel they're on the right track, but they can't just quite shake the old ways just yet. Lambda's a pretty great colony. They won't lose sight of what they need to do. Excuse me, Commander. There's something... Tonya, please. We're in the middle of an inquiry here. Let us speak. We found evidence of trespassers in the colony. Are you sure? Don't be ridiculous. After we've just been attacked by Agnes? I'm afraid I didn't wait for approval. I put together a unit to tail them and sent them out at once. Asking forgiveness instead of permission. How unlike you, Tonya. You did the right thing in not waiting to act. Use your best judgment in this matter. Yes, sir. All right. Captain Roche, Sergeant Tonya, come with me. Will do. Come along, Tonya. It seems we'll have to put our talk on the back burner for now. Nothing to be done about that. This trespassing matter is more urgent. It is. Rather, no idea where they've come from. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help us look into it? There's no question of that. Of course we will. Reach out to the engineers and survey branch, see if they can pass us any info. Roger that. We'll take care of it.
We can talk more near the entrance to Mac the Wildwood.
Why do we have to go all the way to Mac the Wildwood to talk? That... Okay. Whatever you say, Quest. It's not like it takes that long to fast travel anyway, so no skin off my back. Ouroboros, and Commander, you're here too. Don't mind me, please continue. Yes, sir. I just received a report confirming the traces of trespass. We're combing the area now. Seems our unwanted guests are heading in the direction of the forest. I can't imagine they'll slink away without trying something. Footprints. We'll follow them. Okay, we'll merge with the detached force then. We're counting on you. You know, I think I remember this quest. The memories are starting to flood back.
These footprints. This may be the work of a professional. They're headed in that direction.
And if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's going to be a bit of a long walk. Because I know where this quest ends.
Here we are then.
Had I not discovered this? But you have to go through here during Chapter 4, and there's no other way round.
I don't like this one bit.
How had I not discovered that?
We should be thankful that no one was attacked.
Oh, a container.
The footsteps just end. What does it mean? Hey, you lot, can you tell me your position right now? We were following a set of footprints we thought might belong to the trespassers. If anything, they fled to Lomac the Wildwood. How do you know that? I took the autolev out and had a gander for the engineers. You got approval for an autolev? Oh, the autolev is our pet project. We don't need permission to use it. Don't tell the commander, though. You know he's right here, don't you? Anyway, if you're after the trespassers, try the Low Wildwood. Good hunting. Oh, right. Message from Tolgrim before I forget. Analysis of the trespassers' behavior indicates they're probably up to something. So be on your guard if it comes down to a fight, okay? You're really just going to let her use that thing whenever she wants? Nothing to worry about. I told her she doesn't need my permission. We can talk later. We have to get to the Low Wildwood. Oh yeah, right. The trespassers must be up to something, as opposed to the trespassers who trespass without being up to something. I'll go the regular way, rather than waiting for the elevator.
Lower levels.
Probably should have let Isurd say what he had to say, but I'd already pressed the menu button by the time he'd started. Oh, there's some ether here.
Let's harvest some ether.
Alright, getting through this area is certainly a lot easier now that I have Sagiri's thing.
That takes care of that.
Can just cut through the poison and avoid a lot of the enemies.
Let's press on, sir.
Indeed. We should be at our destination soon.
Oh, I don't like the look of that thing up there. Ugh. I don't even usually mind bugs, but there's just something about those ones that gives me the creeps. This is quite the loading screen. Well, well, well. If it isn't Colony Lambda and Isurd after all this time. I know you. We've got so much to catch up on, you and I. I thought we wiped you out last we met in battle. Our colony may have been destroyed by autolevs and all those fancy toys, but we survived. No, we couldn't die until we got our revenge on Colony Lambda. Wait, they can't be. They are. The best of Colony 13 come to finish their long vendetta with us. We tried starting a new life in a new colony, but it wasn't enough. It couldn't quench our hatred. You slaughtered our friends in Colony 13. The thought of avenging them against you is the only thing that's kept our flame clocks ticking. Of all the friends we've lost, all because of your poisonous games. This is senseless. What point is there in letting your desire for revenge consume you? As if we care about that now. All we want now is to wipe Colony Lambda off the map. No point talking to a brick wall. You talk about our poison, we'll show you poison. Right, let's take him down. It's time to avenge Nimue. And hopefully not get poisoned in the process. They seem to have slow recharge rather than poison. I wonder if it, like, saps their strength rather than, like, damages them. I think that might be the idea. Anyway, one of them's down. That's the main thing. That's two of them. Right, nice one. That wasn't too hard. That's them gone. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel great. Still, we saw off the threat. Thanks for your quick reflexes. All we did was fight. Everyone in Lambda did the real work. Well said. I'll thank them. Let's leave the cleanup to the team and get back to the commander's office.
Time to head back to the commander's office and debrief everyone.
Okay. It's worrying me again. Game. Xenoblade, you home? There we go. Why does that take so long? I feel like it's never usually that long with any other area. I know we've been lurching from crisis to crisis lately, but I want to thank you for your teamwork. You all managed to pull your own weight, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Guess so, we didn't have much alternative. It was that or end up in even more dire straits. As Captain Roche said, there wasn't much else we could do. We had to act for the sake of the colony. I'm the one who forestalled the orders. If there's punishment to be borne, I'll bear it. I'm not accusing any of you of anything. I'm proud of all of you, actually, for thinking on your feet. Call them nerds all you want, but they can walk the walk. Not how I'd phrase it, but I'm with you. It sounds pretty spineless, but I think we gave up on thinking for ourselves. Maybe we just didn't want to be responsible, even for the important stuff. Koji's actions have really shaken things up. It's not a bad thing to advocate for change. We're going to make mistakes from time to time, but your decisions and actions are what will lead us to a new future. I wonder if the commander was quietly waiting for this opportunity to arise. If I keep on barking orders and enforcing rules, then ultimately nothing's going to change. If you want to change, you have to do it yourself. You all realize that, and that's why you were able to act as you did. Koji realized it before any of us, and he acted on it. Commander, can't we bring Koji back? I agree, if we can. Is that your collective opinion? His actions were wrong, no doubt, but it was Koji's words that kicked all of this off. I don't think anyone doubts that either. I can't deny it. We need to work together towards this new future. And we'll need his help for that. I see. That's settled then. As of now, Koji can return to active duty, albeit stripped of his former position. He will, however, remain under close surveillance. Such behavior warrants harsh punishment. Colony Lambda's changing. Let's see how it goes. This is all thanks to you. Not at all. You. No, the people of Colony Lambda manage this. You keep doing what you do, and I know you'll make something great. Oh, I intend to set it on the right path, yes. But the colony will continue to grow by my hand or not. Okay, and with that quest done, I do believe that is every quest in Colony Lambda taken care of. And I didn't quite get 5 stars, but that's where Collectopedia cards come in. So, I'm thinking that the next colony I would like to visit is Colony
We
Tau,
have to keep track of our progress.
because I'm basically already in the area anyway, so it's a nice, easy segue to make. But before I actually start working on any side quests there, I think this is probably a good moment to take a quick break. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Well, not literally a minute. Don't hold me to that. You know what I mean. See you in a moment.
I love refrigerators.
Right, I am back. Sorry that took a little bit longer than usual. You know when you just kind of start going and even though you feel like you can't get any more out, you just still feel like you need to go, so it just takes longer than it needs to. You didn't need to know all of that, but now you do. Okay, right. You know what? I actually could do with some food.
I've been craving some downtime. really good.
So yeah, I know I usually would finish at 10, but I started late today, so I think I'll go a little bit later.
We have to keep
I don't think I'll go that much longer than I usually would, but I do want to get started on the quest here at least, get a couple of them done. Thanks a lot for dealing with the Turkins. There's a lot of those featherheads around here. I think it's better that we keep our alliance. We're going to be hard-pressed to keep sending them tributes, though. Right, I think this is the quest that I want to take care of first. Oh, brilliant. I was just looking for you guys. Really? Really? You're just in time to give me a hand. Oh, great. Why were you looking for them in particular? Ah, sorry, just got a bit overexcited there. You know that you can find ether in the colony Lambda tunnels, right? Yes, I was aware it's a very rich in resources as a colony. Aha, and when I saw the probe in action, it just dawned on me. What if Colony Tau has some natural resources we could tap into too? So I thought I'd just borrow the probe and have a look-see. You're really raring to go, huh? I'm not sure just charging around aimlessly is going to get you the results you want. I wouldn't go that far, Nutka. We've at least got to look, and that's where you come in. I don't think there's any harm in trying. Exactly my thoughts. Don't listen to Nutka being all pessimistic. It's a good thing you came. Your problem is you haven't got two thoughts in your head. Sorry, it's not that Selin and Nutka don't get along. As long as we can definitely verify the presence of resources, that should be the end of the argument. Something like that. Just think, if we do find something, we could be raking it in just like Lambda. Let's get this ball rolling then. Come with me to the Tree Hollow opening. Alright. The Tree Hollow opening, where is that again?
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I cannot remember. Oh, okay, it's only over there. If only there was a convenient fast travel location over here, but I guess we can't always get what we want. While I'm going this way, though, I do believe I'm now a suitable level to try heading to the upper level near there, because I think the enemies around there are level 60, and it would definitely be worth the trip. It's taking concerningly long again. Like, I understand the long loading screens when going between two different regions. That makes sense, and you've got the loading screen graphics. But there's something about traveling within Pentalis that the game just doesn't like. And at least it doesn't seem to crash anymore, but it's still not fantastic. Because I barely, I was literally just over there. So I barely fast traveled any distance. So I think it must be some kind of actual error happening rather than it just taking a long time to load, because
Could that be a path?
most of what it needs to load should already be loaded in. Okay, level 63. That's about my level. I can get through there.
Something so bad, shall we deal with this?
And there are vines right there, so who even needs to fight?
We can't just leave this be.
That cracked screen graphic is weirdly low res. That'll be why it hadn't fully loaded in yet.
Hey, get a load of this.
Right, what's around here? Just some collectibles. Okay.
How about here?
These vines have just enveloped me, oh. Yeah, let's get this ether while I'm here. Should be able to handle this.
We'll be out of here in no time.
They're only level 61. Not like they're a problem.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Perfect timing. Twin move.
Couldn't keep them in check.
They are elites, though, so... I mean, it's still 6 levels. It shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Couldn't keep them in check. Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Okay, we're going to get the smash. Nice one. Oh, and that killed the other one as well. Nice. Lens wants something a bit meatier. Okay, I definitely need to take a look at Eno at some point. Should be able to knock a couple of things off her Eno swap with that.
How about here?
Welcome to another absolutely gorgeous area. I told you it'd be worth the trip. Look at this place. Look at the blue trees. Look at the water. Don't look at the enemies. Welcome to the Cot Fountainhead. This place is gorgeous. And while I'm here... I do need to kill unique monsters for origin shards, so I think I'll take care of those two. I just want to try and get this chest first.
Is this, like, a rare thing?
Yeah, the blue trees here are very pretty. I see a lot of people saying online that Xenoblade 3's world isn't quite as fantastically pretty as Xenoblade 2's. Like, they compare... how kind of normal a lot of areas in 3 look compared to somewhere like Araya. But we've seen today that that's not true. Sure, they're more hidden, but there are incredibly pretty areas in this game like this. And I think it makes sense given what's actually going on in the game that they would be more hidden, because if they're not, they'd just be destroyed by the war. It's one of those criticisms I see where it's like, okay, I guess you could argue that the criticism is true. But if you actually think about the game a little bit, it makes sense. Saberly Durampe and Stately Duramama. Interesting names. I assume Durampe is probably going to be the bigger threat, so he should probably be dealt with there. Oh, yeah, ow. That did quite a bit of damage. Yeah, speaking about Xenoblade 2, though. So, obviously the fan base had a bit of a period where we had the Xenoblade 1 purists who would refuse to accept anything that wasn't the first game. Both X and 2 were terrible, yeah, they said all that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny that with the release of Xenoblade 3, a portion of the Xenoblade 2 fan base who went through being on the other side of that essentially started doing the same thing, just with 2 as their, this is the one we accept, 3's the one we don't. For the most part, the Xenoblade fan base is great, but sometimes they can get weirdly tribal and aggressive with each other. And I need to restart this fight because both my healers are dead. And I can't. Okay. Guess I just give up. rather than just sit and die. And I assume when Xenoblade 4 comes out, there are going to be some Xenoblade 3 fans that go, nah, we hate it. 3 was the best.
Strong enemies heading this way.
And then there's X, which has remained non-toxic. They're in their own little bubble. Okay, I don't know if this is going better or not, because it felt like it was going okay last time until it just suddenly wasn't. Okay, got a launch. We're going to get a smash. Yes, nice. I'm not sure how smash does damage like that when you're just launching them into the water. I know, obviously, you can take damage from falling into water at high speeds, but we're not that far above the water, and it's not that fast. I mean, it would be annoying if certain things in battle were less effective in certain areas, so I get why they wouldn't change that, but I'm kind of just rambling, sorry. I don't really know what my point is there. Okay, yeah, this is starting to fall apart. And both my healers are dead again. Yeah, this, that didn't go very well. Don't remember this one being that hard. I remember just destroying these guys on my first playthrough.
It's time to make a stand. Friends, we fight.
I mean, it's less it's hard and it's more, I'm just getting unlucky with my healers going down at the same time. I do get what they were going for, making the healers be the only ones that can revive, because they wanted to make healers more important than they were in past games, but it is something I'd like them to ditch in the next game. It just turns losing a battle into... Like, losing a battle used to be everyone went down or your main character went down. And obviously the main character going down isn't like the end of the world now, because you can just switch. But it just switched it to... Hey, if the squishiest member of your party dies, then you're fucked, which just isn't great balancing. So I'm being really critical towards Xenoblade 3 today. I'm not sure why. I'm just in a bitchy mood, I think. I'm just saying that, like, I've always been of the opinion that there's nothing wrong with criticizing something you enjoy. Like, just because you enjoy it doesn't mean it's perfect and has no flaws, and acknowledging those flaws can... Acknowledging those flaws gives the thing room to improve in your eyes and continue to get better and increase your enjoyment of it. Right, I'm going to give this one more go, and if I die again, I'm giving up on it. I don't know what it is about this fight, it's just not going my way at all. Like, it really should not be this much trouble. Okay, I'm not going to get the launch there. Actually, no. I'm going to hang on to the launch in case I get an opportunity for it. Like this. There we go. Someone smash. Lovely. Okay. Come on, Uni. I need you alive. I do seem to be having a hard time keeping Uni alive. And my healers are down again. Really? Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not beating them. That's just not happening today. The game doesn't want me to do it. Okay, back to where I'm meant to be going then. You know what? If I walk, I can actually get that container that I saw rather than skipping over it. Yeah, I don't know what it was with those two, but maybe it's because there's two of them and I'm not that much higher level than them. That might be the issue. But I don't remember that being a hard fight at all. Maybe I just had better builds when I fought them. Because I've not exactly been putting the most thought into the builds that I've been using throughout this series. It's just a case of, this is the class I want to raise. That's kind of good. I'll go with that. Because when you're changing classes every couple of streams, like, you don't really want to do a super in-depth build every time, because you just wear yourself out.
Is there a good use for that?
Where is the start of that? There.
We'll take this down.
Right, this container's been taunting me for a while, so let's see what's in here. Probably the usual. Probably nothing too special.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Oh, some Nopon coins. Okay. Not terrible, but yeah, it is the usual. Whee!
Something so valuable.
Oh, I did not mute that in time. Oh well, sorry. You get to hear me clearing out my throat. Hope you enjoyed it. Are there resources here? Ah, there you are. I don't know. Can't really say just yet. But I reckon we'll have a good idea once we use this device to look around. Right. Here, take it. Okay. Give it a quick test, just stick it somewhere around here. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's do this. Oof, that's loud. I could do without the noise. Is it reacting? Looks like it's kinda. Hold on, we've got visitors. Eh? Who'd visit us out in the middle of Gah? They must have been attracted by the sound. Looks like there's still room for improvement. Oh, don't just stare at them. Do something. The fact that this quest centers around probing, and the probe even looks similar, it's giving me major Xenoblade X vibes. You feel like sliding down a wire like that in the rain is a terrible idea. Yeah, it's probably not the best idea. Because if you slide off there, that's it. You're done. Oh, there's more of them. Hello. Is that it? I think that's it. That should be enough searching. Do we have any results? Yeah, but there's nothing here. The reaction was pretty faint. I'd say we'll have better luck in the lower levels. At least you got a reaction. Better than nothing, right? Right you are. I'll head on down and... No, Selin. You're on standby. Wait for us at the colony. Oh, what? I didn't come all this way to stand around twiddling my thumbs. The lower levels are dangerous, and until we know whether there are resources, I'm not going to put you at risk. They're probably crawling with the strong monsters too. We'll handle it better alone. Okay, fine. I don't want to weigh you all down. Sorry guys, but it looks like I'll be living it up here on my own soon. We'll come and get you as soon as something turns up. I owe you. Right, back down to the lower levels then.
We've been to quite a few places now.
Where does it want me to go? Okay, that's not too far in. That's not too bad. They are being very loud over there. I'll leave them to it. I don't think I'm high enough level to deal with that. This seems like a good place. Yeah, let's stick that probe in. Whoa, this is like off the charts. I suppose there really are resources to be had around here. You being a naysayer again? I am. I didn't think it would be so easy to find anything. Bully for us, but if that sparking sound attracts more monsters, then... What did I tell you? Better get out of here if you want to check our findings, huh? Let's do it. These guys are cool looking.
Eyes over here.
I like the purple horns that they have. The nice colour.
Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver. Falcon! Glory! Bring them on! Good job! I'll keep up the eternity. Cheers for that! We got them pinned down! Awesome! Stay back for now!
Okay, here comes wave 2.
That's the weak point!
Can't let you feel the underwear.
This is looking good.
Hang on for it. Eyes over here. You didn't disappoint. You got more in you yet, Noah.
Okay, just one more left.
Feels like it should.
And nice.
Grind you into dust!
This is exactly why I didn't bring Selim with us. The lower levels are no joke. Yeah, good thing we managed to whack those monsters as well. Oh hey, now it's reacting differently. I think that this means this is the place. So Colony Town has its own resources too. Wow. That's right, and Selim was right about it probably benefiting the colony. Then let's not keep him waiting for the report. Heh, think he'll faint with shock? He might. Let's give him the good news and put him out of his misery.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Right, back up to Colony Town then. Let's go see what he has to say. It's taking its time again. I know my mic struggles picking up too high-pitched noises, so I have no idea how that sounded for you guys.
Colony relations.
Hopefully that wasn't too bad on the old ears. You're back, so did you find anything? We did. According to your device, there are resources in the lower levels. There are? Yeah, but the monsters are rock hard down in there. Yeah, not a problem. As long as there are resources to find, we can work together with Lambda. You've already hammered out a deal with them? They said they'd lend us Levnises to help with the excavation. That would certainly preclude the lower level monsters from posing a problem. Lambda's troops are highly trained professionals. I can't see any problems arising as long as they're on the case. That's great if they're going to help. Really nice work. I'll get myself off to Lambda then and tell them the good news. Oh, but first, I need to rub it in Nutka's face that I was right. Thanks all. Yeah, not foreseeing a lot of harmony in their future. Oh, they'll be fine. They're really close friends underneath all the antagonism. They respect each other a lot. Well, you know them better than me. They both care a lot about Colony Tau, and I don't doubt they'll work to better it. Okay, I think I have time for one more quest today. And if I check... that's not how I do it, is it? It's hero roster. I should be able to, yes, do Juniper's Ascension quest.
We have to keep track of our progress.
I don't recall this being an overly long Ascension quest, so it shouldn't drag the end of the stream out too much. But if it does, what's the harm?
Ah! What the spark's all this?
What are these monsters doing here?
What's going on?
Why, little Junebug? You're late.
Console.
You know I can't abide tardiness. Too much fun and games, is it? Ha! Life is not a bed of roses, my dear. You must be aware of that, surely.
What are you after?
My. Why so sour, my little Uro berries? I haven't the slightest inclination to involve myself in a fracas with you.
Oh yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Dear, I am positively quaking in my boots. I am here to see my little Junebug, nothing more.
And you expect us to believe that?
You may set your hearts aflutter with whatever feelings you desire, for all I care. If I must confide in you a detail, I would like you to know that it was I who dealt those monsters a swift demise.
You? I can confirm that. If it weren't for the console, we might not even be standing here.
Spark. If only I hadn't screwed up.
You're injured.
Yeah, my fault. I got cocky. Monsters got a free swipe in.
You may find it hard to believe, but I'm quite the assiduous type. I've been keeping a close watch on my fruitlings. But now that little Junebug has returned, there is yet more work to be done.
You're not angry about the flame clock?
Angry? You were the ones who broke it. You aren't going to apologize, are you? Besides, I've been aware of the circumstances for a while now. It has to be said, it's a delicate topic.
Delicate?
Yes, delicate. Do your ears need rinsing, Poppet? I don't know if you're aware, but the people of Tau themselves chose to break the clock. It's hardly my place to complain. I happen to be quite the individualist. Don't you know?
You're not making a lick of sense.
Now, Junebug, be a sweet pea and go on ahead, will you?
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Noah, we're just letting Juniper go?
Juniper said not to worry, so let's not worry.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you and I will be able to see eye to eye after all. Oh, one thing. I have a job for you, Uro Berries, if you would be so kind.
A job? For us?
For you, I'd like you to procure some twine turf. For me.
Yeah? And what are you using it for?
Someone's got to remove those nuisances for new life to settle in. But preparations will need to be in place if we are to dispose of them, which is where the twine turf comes in.
Twine turf?
I think I saw some of that in Yellow Grove.
Well, look at that. How fortuitous. That's a mere stone's throw from here.
Well, it's not far. That's true.
See? It wouldn't kill you to fetch some.
I know what you're thinking. But these things really are going to be a problem for us otherwise, so we'd really appreciate the help.
No, I understand. Let's go then.
They turned someone's Nan into a Mobius. You is a weird one. Entertaining, though. Right, where is the Twine Turf, then? Okay, that's not too far. I know how to get there. Yeah, I do believe that you is the final Mobius that hadn't appeared yet. With this quest, we've met them all. Now, you might be counting up your letters and going, hold on a minute. What about A? Well, I don't want to get into things too much, but there is no Mobius A. I'll leave the Y a mystery until we get to Future Redeemed.
Something so valuable here.
Okay, here we go.
Here's what we needed.
Glad we found it.
You think this'll do?
Don't see why not.
I wonder how the console's going to use this stuff to get rid of the monsters.
I haven't a clue.
Everyone! Juniper, are you all right?
Yes, and the colony is unharmed, thank goodness.
Hey, Juniper. Has your console always been like that?
The console? I don't really recall.
You said she pretty much left you to it, right?
That's correct. The console rarely ever visits us. We've met a couple of times, but I barely have any recollection of us talking.
So why on Ionios would she start involving herself now?
I say we get this job done and then we give her a piece of our mind.
I mean, I don't really sense any hostility from it. Maybe it's fine.
But you have to admit, she's got a way of getting on your nerves, right?
Still, she is a consul. If we underestimate her, we'll no doubt be in for a world of pain.
Noted. But even if we do have to fight, it'd have to be outside of the colony.
Yeah. We don't know what she might be planning to do with the people of Colony Tau.
We should try to head back soon.
Well, she is a Mobius. Chances are whatever she's got planned is probably not something good.
I'll report into the console.
Is that enough for you?
Wonderful, my dear Uroberries. Quite speedy little workers, aren't you?
So, how are you going to use the stuff?
We're going to make it into a pulp and throw it into a bonfire. I hear it has the most fragrant aroma. No doubt the creatures will be drawn straight to it. A little assistance wouldn't go amiss. You.
Huh? Yes.
What a farce.
They're drawn to the scent, are they?
What is it, Tyon? You picked up on something?
Not exactly.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I do so hate the forest. What with all the bugs?
Right. Well, they do say that bugs hate smoke.
You know the type of insect I hate the most? The creepy, crawly kind. Oh, ghastly things. How about you?
Me? I've seen them all before. Can't say they bother me.
Oh. Such a tedious little corner of Ionios. Nothing much ever happens around here, does it?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it by now, though.
Well, of course you would be. State the obvious. Why don't you?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Now throw in the plants I gave you, and we should be all set for the preparatory phase.
Where are you going, ma'am?
Oh, you know, I thought I might witness a little of that Ouroberry magic for myself. The smoke rising from the bonfire acts like a signal flare to indicate the start of battle.
Yeah? What's that got to do with... Crap! They're back! Again! What?
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. Oh yes, you had better live your lives to their very fullest.
What? These monsters! Don't ask me! They just showed up out of the blue and started heading this way!
These monsters aren't from the forest. Why would they have come in so far?
I have my hunches.
No point guessing right now. Let's send these guys packing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to call this out. But this is stupid. She straight up said that the scent attracts monsters, and they let her light the bonfire in the colony. How did they not see this coming? Like, what? Like, Tyon even, like, suspects what's going on, but he just lets it happen. Yeah, this quest is done.
Gah! There's no end to him.
The appropriate tactic in this situation is fight first, whine later, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Makes me feel better, though.
My dear, sweet little Junebug. I'll tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to see Colony Tau performing to the very best of their ability.
What?
I want them to wallow in regret, to agonize, tremble, suffer, rise, convulse, and then die. You see, the look on their faces at that moment is the most delectable thing in the world to me.
Consort, I don't understand.
All that you are, distilled at the cusp of death to a perfect fraction of unbearable humiliation. However, teetering there on the edge of oblivion is also the moment in which you shine the brightest. The terror of death flickering in your minds, fighting madly in the hope that you still might live. A newborn babe could never hope to match that expression of horror. Only the march of time can crystallize those grimaces of wrath and agony, aged to perfection like a fine wine.
They're coming our way, too.
Huh, never a dull moment around here.
Come now, Junebug. Chin up. I want to see you at the peak of your brilliance. I can't savor your emotions if you don't ripen to your fullest now, can I?
Right, round 2, I guess. Yeah, I don't. I don't get what they were going for with this quest at all. It's a different kind of dislike than the dislike I have for Noah and Mio's quests. Those, I completely understand what the gist of what they were going for was, but I just didn't like that. I just didn't like what they were going for. Whereas here, I just genuinely don't know what they were thinking when they wrote this quest. Like, did Ouroboros just drop their brains or something? Yeah, I guess that's probably the best explanation for it.
Sparks! They got Roland. Somebody go and help the poor soul!
How in the... Are we snuffed then? Is this it for us?
Stay calm. There's still a glimmer of hope. There aren't as many monsters as before. It's doable. Keep pushing them back.
We'll try.
Ouroberries are a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? I hadn't factored them in, but I did get a taste of fear and despair, and for that I'm truly grateful. You must have felt such sweet relief when they broke the flame clock. How does it feel to have all that taken away from you? You'd better pick up the pace, or my little monsters will flock to you like a free meal.
It's the smoke. Put out the fire. Stop the smoke.
Oh, I think it's a little late for that.
I had my doubts, but I never thought you were so brazen as to do this openly.
When you crush and burn those plants, they make the most irresistible aroma for monsters.
So you lied about getting rid of them?
I said that nuisances had to be removed. Who said anything about monsters? I was hoping to remove everyone save little Junebug here, and make way for new growth in the forest.
You don't have to spout a load of shite, you know that.
I was hoping to see them savaged by hungry beasts, but oh well. Your efforts have managed to ruin a perfectly good tragedy. Again.
Again?
Did I not mention? Not a few days ago, I recall that you intervened. I was hoping to cull some fruitlings before their homecoming.
Ah, the monsters from before.
Yes, that's it. That's the way. It's the monsters that you encountered on that fateful day. The very same. Yes, I led them there myself. If they had feasted on your husks, I could have thrown them into the colony and given you such a fright.
Why? Why would you think of doing such an awful thing?
I took you to be smarter than this, Junebug. Be a dear and fire up those synapses for me. Colony Tau was ready to accept their fate. I settled on the monsters as the best way to deal with that. I thought perhaps if you were to see your friends torn apart before your very eyes, it might give you the stimulus you need.
You're beyond help.
When the flame clock was destroyed, and you were given the chance to live, you also came to fear death, and gained the ability to suffer, as you are doing right now. You've done well, my little Ouroberries. Yes, indeed. The look on your faces is not something so easily reproduced. Ah, how long I've waited just to see those contortions. The perfect moment. Once matured, then savored. I'll not let you die easily. I shall see to that.
You consoles are all the same, aren't you? How can you toy with people's lives like this? You think this is fun?
Oh, I just love teasing my favorite playthings. Is that really so difficult to understand? Well, it's been lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid time's getting on. If you despise me so much, slay my little pets and try taking me on yourselves.
Okay, seriously, how many times do they want me to fight these things? They're not exactly getting stronger each time. And I think there's less of them each time as well. Okay, that's 2 of them dealt with.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
My, you really defeated them? All of them? Well, you're nothing if not tenacious.
If you stay away from our colony without interfering, just as you always have, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Without interfering? You really are a model child, aren't you? I told you, I consider myself the assiduous type. Why do you think that so few make it to homecoming in this pit that none know about or care about? Why do you think there are few threats to your colony, yet your flame clock teeters on the brink of collapse?
Well...
Let me explain it to you in simple terms that even you will be able to understand. I made it that way. It was by my design.
What?
You really are the lowest of the low!
I had the soldiers die when approaching their final term. I conceived your peculiar traditions, and I sent monsters to you. And when your numbers were culled just enough to maintain the colony, I sent you new recruits. When you lacked a source of life with which to fill the clock, I placed monsters of adequate strength for your succor. And it has all been for this moment. Oh, the lengths I went to just for today.
I cannot begin to understand you.
Countless hours of painstaking effort went into this. But I am so very glad to have met a soul like yourself, little Junebug. Even your rage brings me delight. The fact that you want to kill me where I stand, even more rapturous. I shall contort your face into an expression of pure agony. I shall tear down all that you are.
The people of Colony Tau have been fighting just to survive day to day. We won't allow you to have your way anymore. This ends here.
Yes. Yes, I suppose you're right. My actions are unforgivable. Come then, do your worst. If you don't kill me now...
You'll have to watch as I slaughter your precious Colony Tau before your very eyes!
Right, let's take her down. So, while I'm not the biggest fan of the writing in this quest, mainly to do with the Ouroboros themselves, I don't mind Console U. She's a bit overly verbose with how she talks. And she's quite slow at talking, but, you know, she's suitably messed up. She fits in with the rest of the Mobius quite well. It's just a shame that the initial stage of her plan involves Ouroboros being incredibly stupid. And yeah, it's possible something got lost in translation, as you said, Sam. But unfortunately, I don't really see this quest talked about much online. When people tend to talk about stuff lost in translation, they're usually just talking about the main story and the names of things. Little side quests like this don't tend to get brought up that much. Okay, looks like it is very nearly chain attack time. Okay, as soon as Noah's back up, let's go for it. She's launched already, going into it, so that's good. Let's go Tyon. Okay, right. Senna, let's get some more TP on you. Right, I can't remember what Juniper's bonus is. Increases damage ratio. Oh, okay, might as well. Okay, then let's have... Lands might be able to finish off here. Just tip us over 100. And it'll get him some more TP for future rounds. So yeah, let's go for that. Maybe not. Okay, not quite. Okay, I used a few more people there than I'm comfortable with. Gonna have to be very careful not to screw myself there. Okay, let's go Senna. Right, just so I don't get screwed by getting left with 2 healers next time, I'm going to use both of them now just to get them out of the way. And then Juniper, let's see if you can get us to 150. Don't think that's quite done it. Yeah, not quite. Okay, then lands it is then. Okay, then Senna, you can get in a bit more chip damage. I say chip damage, but you take off quite a big chunk of the health bar. Now the healers, they will do chip damage. And then Noah, if you could kindly smash. Okay, not the most amazing chain attack in the world, but it did the job. I never get sick of seeing these animations. They're so well done.
Well, then, it looks like it's my loss. You've such power, my Ouroboros.
Consul you.
Oh, yes. Now that right there is the face I wanted to see. I'm afraid I won't be dying here alone. I'm going to kill off all your dear sweet friends, one by one. You will remember exactly how they died, and you will regret it every waking moment, cursing your own ineptitude, wishing you'd done more. Avenged though they were, aimless anger will consume you. How very exquisite the look on your face will be then.
She's lost the plot. Big time.
This was our victory. You don't need to listen to this.
Colony Tau,
What about them?
we made a promise that we'd survive. And so, the console's twisted games are something I cannot entertain.
Juniper. So you really can make a face like that too.
And now I must wonder, did I do the right thing in the end?
I think that's what life is all about. Searching to find that answer.
Yes, how true.
Thanks. Yet again. Feels like you're always saving our bacon.
Now, none of that. We're all mates now, remember?
Yeah, Lance is right. We're all in this together.
Juniper, what's wrong?
Life is cruel, isn't it? Just when I stopped waiting for death and began to live for myself. Why must it be so hard? It's just as the console said, expecting death would have been so much easier.
You're not wrong. It's not easy. And it never will be.
Sure, but it's still a sight better than doing sparkle and giving up.
That's also true. You're right. Life is a struggle, but I think I'd like to go on fighting for a little while longer at least.
Nah, you've got to dream bigger. Fight until the bitter end.
Perhaps I should. Even without a console, our goal remains the same.
That's right. And we've got to start by harvesting the crops.
Right, yes. We have our hands full as it is trying to look after ourselves right now.
Sure. Well, if you ever find yourself having a hard time, we'll be there to help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, and see you soon.
Yeah, just a very odd quest, that one. Also, kind of short for an Ascension quest as well. Kind of disappointing compared to some of the others. Right, before I finish up, there was something that I forgot to do while I was in the Malevolent Hollow earlier, so I want to quickly go back there. Because if I don't do it now, I'm never going to remember to do it. Then I want to go to the Demi-Human Gutter. Because there was actually a reason that I ran through to the end, and I forgot to actually get the thing that I was trying to get. The entire point of me going there, and I just left it behind. So, I want to try and sneak behind the Kings. I think you can stealth this now. I don't think you need to beat them to get this, but as you can see, there is another Legacy of the Seven treasure behind them. And I do recall this one being quite good. So I want to try and get it. There we go. Right, what did this one do again? Boost healing by 40%. Yeah, very, very good for healers. Definitely want that. But, yeah, that is where I'm going to call it for today. I think I'm about ready to start thinking about going to bed. I do apologize if it's been a bit low energy today and if I've been a bit grumpy with the game sometimes. Honestly, it's not been the best day for me. I had a long day yesterday. I didn't sleep very much. I had a nosebleed right before stream, which is why I was late. So I was a little bit tired, a little bit grumpy. I think I've got another ear infection coming on because my ear's been playing up all day, but I was honestly considering about just not streaming, but you know, I'm glad I did. I've had fun. It's been okay. Anyway, next time I'll be carrying on with more side quests. There's still a few more quests to take care of in Colony Tau, so I'll be taking care of those. And then I'm thinking, since I've been doing a lot of Agnes colony quests recently, we'll carry on with the Agnes trend and head on over to Agnes Castle. and take care of some of the side quests there, because there are quite a lot of them. But anyway, that'll do for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Right, it looks like Army is live, and it's been a little while since I've done a raid, so why don't we take the fun over there? Let's just remember how to spell this correctly. There we go. Alright then, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye!